That looks lovely. What in the world? McDonald's has lobster rolls now? That's so weird. Just what I need today. Well, it is my lucky day. And if you're wondering why I'm out of breath, it's because of the big brown things I have in the back seat. I lucked out. Somebody set out pretty much like all their bedroom furniture. They had like a tall dresser, 2 like dressers like that, like the short narrow ones. They had like a tall cabinet with doors on it. They had 2 nightstands. Yeah, 2 nightstands. I got one. The other one was like really old style, like 80s or something. Then I got a little side table dresser nightstand thing that I'm gonna use as just, you know, for clothes. So this lucked out because I had actually been thinking, since Aziz never wants to be in the bedroom with me anyway, that I'm just gonna move all his stuff to the front closet. That way, especially when he gets up to go for work, he doesn't wake me up, because he's up at like 3 o'clock and I don't go to bed sometimes till like 1. So that is really, really awesome. So now we each have our own little thing, but I have to go turn the check in for rent and then get these things out. So whew, I'm sweating already, but this, my friends, is definitely helping me get through today. Looky there. It's so nice for free, right? Well, I was contemplating whether or not to let Aziz use this little dresser thing or that white plastic one, and I'm gonna give him the plastic one just because he doesn't have as much clothes as me, and also because he does have a lot of electronics, so he can use the extra drawer for his electronic stuff. Even though I have more clothes, and 3 drawers would probably be a little better for me, because it is a tight fit in these 2 drawers, I thought it would help me with my minimalist goals. So also it's going to make like a great little table, and I'm thinking about getting rid of this, well, not getting rid of this, but putting it in the living room and using that for our shoes, because the shoe thing we have now, it's kind of like almost broken in a way, and then, you know, I could bring my letters and things in here and sit on that little dresser, and then Aziz can use this as a desk or something if he wanted to sit at it, or I don't know. I don't know. He could even use it to sit and eat at, I guess, and we could get rid of our big table. That might work. I'm gonna ask him if we want to use it as a table or for shoes and see what he thinks, but this is gonna go in the living room so that I don't have so much furniture in here. But I'm going to take that little nightstand right there and put it by my bed. That way I can still have my ink pens and, you know, the things I use every day right next to me, and I can put my books and things at the bottom, so it all works out. And then I'm going to move all of Aziz's stuff, his clothes, all his electronics, everything he's got, into the hallway closet, because since he doesn't ever come in here, and he always stays in the living room, sorry, I've got to turn this on. It's just going to be easier for him, especially in the morning when he wakes up, to get his clothes and just have everything by him. It sucks that we're so separated, but at the end of the day, we just don't mesh, and we're not ever going to mesh together until he like decides he wants to hang out. Like, and this has been our entire marriage, so it's nothing new. It's just, he's not an interesting person, and he never wants to do anything, and I'm the total opposite. I love going out. I love doing everything, whether it's going to a park, going to an amusement park, or going walking around the mall or Walmart, or going to see a friend. I mean, I just love to be out doing something, and he loves to lay down and that's it. So yeah, the bedroom is like just literally my space now. So I'm gonna have, you know, my clothes and my other things in the closet, and then I'll bring like the vacuum and stuff like that in here too, because it is a big closet for me. So it would be appropriate, since I'm taking like my fold up clothes and having them in that right there. So to be appropriate to have like my clothes just hanging there and then my stuff and then storage on the other side. I think that's gonna work. Hey guys, so I'm gonna show you what I did to the closets in just a minute, but I just wanted to tell you guys, Aziz was actually like really disappointed, and he had kind of like a sad reaction. He's like, you don't like me anymore. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, who doesn't like who, really? Who begs for quality time and for dinners together and conversations and to go out and do stuff together, and then who of us doesn't ever want to do anything? So it was kind of like, yeah, whatever. But I told him, I'm like, I don't like not being able to sleep until 1 o'clock and then waking up at 4 and then not being able to sleep the rest of the day until 1 o'clock again that night or the next morning, whatever. And it's just really, really frustrating. And I also told him too, I'm like, you don't ever want to do anything with me. You don't ever make time for me. All you want to do is be on your computer and sleep. So this is bound to happen. You know, you give me a lot of quality time. I like it. And I feel like I'm forced to like it too, because I really don't like to be alone. I don't know if you guys can tell that about me or not. I don't like to be alone. I like to be going out and doing things. And but when you're alone for so long, you in a way start to accept it as that's just how it is. So I just told him, I'm like, you don't want to act like a husband, so I'm gonna treat you like you're not my husband, basically. You know, I'm like, what else can I do to show him that, hey, you need to spend time with your wife, you need to talk to your wife and be with your wife, you know? Like, it's beyond frustrating. Well, I really like the closets this way anyway. I feel like it's just better, especially because he's in there so much. The closet's just like right next to him. But he was like, well, I don't sleep in there with you because you have the fans on. And I'm like, yeah, because we have no air conditioner and it's freaking summer. Of course I have the fans on. And so he said he's going to sleep in here again when it gets cold outside. And I told him, no, I don't want you to. And I told him I have no place that is my personal space. Because he's always in the kitchen. He's always in the living room. Obviously we share the bathroom. I was like, the bedroom is the only place in this house where I can have it clean. I can have it the way I want it, how I want it. No one's bothering me. Like, it's my space. I'm sorry, but and I told him, I'm like, you don't sleep in the bed with me. And it's been over 1.5 years now that we've been married and we still don't have a mattress. So you snooze, you lose. And I told him, you sleep on the floor. I don't want the blankets everywhere, making the room look like a mess. And it's okay, let me tell you guys, I told my friend on Facebook last year, he obviously people go to sleep earlier when it gets dark outside earlier. That's a given. I can accept that. It's totally fine. 9-10 o'clock you're in bed because it's so completely dark. But he gets home at 3:30, guys, and then in the winter time he will literally be in bed at 6 p.m. and he doesn't let the light on. He doesn't want any noise, nothing, because he's in bed. Well, I can't do that. I cannot do that. And I told him, I'm like, I should not be kicked out of the space that I make mine, that I make nice, because you're sleeping at 6 o'clock and not spending time with me. Like, I'm not doing it. So if he wants to act like my roommate, then we're gonna live like roommates. I mean, that's basically how it's gonna be. So let me show you guys what I did with the closets. Here's my section. This is packages I have to mail, my crafts, different things, my clothes, my backpack, and my books and things, stuff like that. Over here is the juicer, the comforter. This is some stuff I'm gonna donate in the laundry basket, vacuum, little space heater, my shit. I see his closet's right here and he can't even hang up his clothes. He leaves his blankets all a mess. God. But this is his closet. His luggage, all his electronic parts, his clothes, which he has more clothes than I do. I put that thing there for him, his umbrella, his other things. So yeah.